That was the difference. But all of these issues that are being raised now by the opposition, right? Similarly, we are raised in 2015 when we even had the legitimate decennial census 10 years that has been conducted, or the normal time that is being conducted in Sierra Leone. So for us, for whatever reason, political parties will always raise issues when it comes to censuses. I would want to be in a position to really understand why. Okay, I would really want to understand why. But for some reason, they always raise issues with it. Okay, so that's our position on this. We are an
Could it
institution.
be as a result of lack of trust in the institution? Because the institution stands the test of time. It was the same Stats SL which conducted the 2015 census, conducting the 2021 census now. So perhaps there needs to be a self-introspection of Stats SL to see what the challenges are and why political parties, mainly those in opposition, why there's a lack of trust in the institution.
So aside from the introspection, let me retrospect. We have come from a situation where we have funders like the World Bank, we have UNFPA, we have UNICEF, people trusting the institution. So if it was a lack of trust, the World Bank wouldn't have given us $30 million to harmonize and improve statistics in West Africa. All right? We got one of the hugest chunks from all of the African countries that we're giving money. Okay? So there is it's not a matter of trust as far as we're concerned in the institution. We have a statistician general.
Welcome to SLPP Weekly News. SLPP Weekly News, now we can carry this program every Wednesday. But because of time frames, we don't push on to Tuesday. But this is SLPP Weekly News. Me, where they talk, me na Dima the Great. I got my co-host, we na DJ Force, the SLPP DJ. And then we get chair lady inside there with we, when I'm Madam Tenepaka, the woman where they keep the record straight. Sierra Leoneans, today we are not with politics, but national issue. Waiting concerns Sierra Leone, I believe say it concern we all. Where we know say things that go on at that country day, where we know say not to the right thing, now we're duty to educate we brothers and sisters them that what they go on ain't all right. Let them make it right. Now, we know say we get 2 days from now, we begin with the census. And this census here, it don't come with a lot of tension in the country. Why? Because now me and you can analyze here today why. But then, before anything, I would like to introduce me panelists. Let us say hello. The first person.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, maybe they talk to na DJ Force, the SLPP DJ. I welcome on SLPP Weekly News, and I say good morning to the listeners, and good morning to Sierra Leoneans. I also say good morning to the SLPP supporters, both internal and external. I will tell you thank you, the patient, the camp at this program here. And I also say good morning to my colleagues at the studio. I say thanks and also welcome on SLPP Weekly News. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DJ Force. Now, Madam Tenet Baka.
Hi everyone, Mina Tenepaka. Oh, sorry, I just wake. I just wake up. Mina Tenepaka. I don't really think say this na issue wey for don bring problem can salon where everybody they say and this census here don't bring tension. Why census for bring tension can salon? Wetin dey wrong with LEONEANS dem? Wetin dey happen na salon? Why everything na politics una dey bring kind inside? The sitting government no get right for do census anyway with the kind of months dey. Land no be gone.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam Tenet Baka. You know, the thing is simple, just like how the panelists they don't talk. But before we account them back, I just get a few questions. Since 2018, where President Talk and Ubio win massively, fair and democratic government ever in the history of Sierra Leone, to come without no ben and come straight and win a kind of power. We don't see, say, one of the main storming block where we don't see, say, they don't love Sierra Leone because they lost power. They don't come with a lot of strategies there. Well, before I count my panelists then, I want to name some of the strategies that we count with in a work. Where Madabio win 2018 election, the APC come with a strategy of Mami cost politics, but that ain't no work. Then come with tribalism in politics to divide the nation. Ain't no work. They come with fake propaganda, who say they rob blood, they holla, they say this don't happen, this don't happen. But we don't discover all them strategies, then we know say not to better strategies. So that strategy ain't no work. We see they begin demonstrate woefully just because they want to give the government bad name to make the country become unstable. That strategy of demonstration is also no work. We see they begin come with also another strategy of incitement to incite the youth man them, to incite people them for let we go against we say. But we don't see also that incitement in our work. Then try by all means, they're saying Paulo Conte, where President Biobi won't get for let it can close up since if we don't partake per Ebola as the strategies, Ebola unit. So President Bio said, but we can't join me. Let we come see how best we go fight this Ebola, this corona, let it not enter this country. Where Paulo Conte be the go, it take gun, a crown go to go overthrow Madabio. So overthrowment politics also in our work. Then we see they begin pay money to musicians. Young artists them where we believe them, we love them, comedians them. They give them money, they politicize them, they call politics of music and comedy, but that also no work. Sierra Leoneans, what he then do again? Then come with politics of EU politics. EU politics, what I mean that because they know say the country, the international community don't look at Madabio in government, that the government they do extremely well, then so-called activists then begin move around, they try to write some information them, send them just to tarnish this government in repetition. But what's it making no work? MCC award na can kill the EU politics. Me and you know say they don't begin the cow ammunition, uniform then, all those things. But what it can help Sierra Leone also is because the stronghold we send a been day when our Guinea they be depend on. Instead, it don't collapse. Now, and as by Kruma, they travel to make other treaty, other relationship like Zambia, South Africa, all those things. So now, the reason why I try to give little explanation, just summary about some of the things that we, since this party don't come to power 2018, these are the strategies, some of the strategies of the opposition, especially the main opposition, when APC Tolombo to give somebody. But then now, they don't come with these censures here for we all. For let we rectify some big mistakes where they be make, and for let we the one that way they don't bomb them, and also with brothers and sisters, then other places, then when a development not go there yet, we want let development enter there. But then now they don't declare us again. They don't want let Sierra Leone and them participate. Now, DJ Force and Madam Tenet Paka, I bring you guys on the ball. Let una help me. Let we can talk about some of them things there where I just don't name. So DJ Force, what are the reason why them people then they come with always problem? Whenever we come with something when a better thing for this nation, then they always criticize them.
Well, with all we see the highlights.
I'm sorry, we just lost DJ Force. But it can't. Yes, Madam Tenet Baka.
And foremost, we need to educate the community, let them understand why it's important for get census. I be don move from Sydney to Melbourne. When I reach Naya 2019, early 2019, they do census. Now they don't do election, it don't pass. Recently, I just complete another census paper, I don't send am. The reason why government they do census now forget the accurate data of the people them. Okay, President Bio don't come in power. It don't come with free quality education. This free quality education, it don't come with policies, whereas everybody compulsory get for put your pikin at school. If you not put your pikin at school, the government go hold you responsible. How then get for know how many pikin they don't reach school age from the time when APC they way they don't do the census? How then get for know how many pikin they don't reach the age for votes, for cast them votes? Then get for look at the demographic of every community or every chiefdom or every district. What side population they waiting at their needs and then population then they their needs and waiting government get for increase because when they in a community they find out say when they go na their medical center then population less, but as population they grow at that community they find out say the crowd the queue the long. So how government get for do down they for address that issue there now for expand the services. How then get for expand the services? Now through census, then get for know how the population they grow. Now the areas in there, so that the statistics bureau go able get accurate data of people them now the community. Now that now the only thing when they do census for know the growth of the population, waiting at the needs of them population. Then are certain areas there, let them put their needs then they address her. But everything na Sierra Leone na politics. Me I sick and tired really with Sierra Leone. If Ghana not today I be born, I know they ever return me. Trust me. Every single thing na politics. Every single thing. Okay, APC. If una be don't do census from 2015, picking them they would be reached, would be they under the age of 15 years. They not don't reach the voting age. How government get for no say them picking them they then get rights for votes. Now through census then get for do that. Really? Cherry Coco, I come back to you. You know a very brilliant young man in the politics. Hey, answer never expire. Una no they allow una na academics there, una na guide will get a big potential in that country. Una no they see don't failure then like Sawane there, then they can't brainwash una, then they dirty una brain. Sawane na secretary we don't expire na imposition na APC. You na the current opposition leader for the APC inside the House of Parliament. You know exactly what's in a census, what's in the meaning of census. Why someone then they in the background they remote control na for what the job owner get for do. Why una no dey take leadership upon una sef, or you dey still go back to Anescoma? Anescoma na former president, e don expire as a chairman and leader of that party. So why una no dey make decision on una own? Why una no dey use una own discretion? Why una dey try for give hard time to this government? Wetin really na the issue? Una left wetin una dey do? Nothing no dey una dey threaten we but na salon. Now who all be dey salon? The war is start e end na salon. All dey inside there. Nobody no comot. Me wey dey talk to una so I no comot. I dey say dem go the Togo. Dem sign the Togo agreement. Say the war done before comot dey. Nothing no dey get una dey scared with. Anything wey government wan put in place na hard time. Government be don say e wan make sure say let all the chiefdoms get hospital. How dem get for know the population of them chiefdoms there? Na through census. So why this census for become an issue? Why? Because una know say 70% of the population of that country they're not educated. Una dey dirty their brain with politics. Census very important because dem get for know and get accurate data of people them. Young people them now from this wire government go able make provision for know each pikin away they reach school age wey go begin go school, because now then they go around for the free quality education. They don't begin to build them preschools them. How dem get for know the pikin away they don't reach the age? How dem get for know? Even when they be they give them munafa grants they, how dem get for know which women then they do business? Would that money they able access? Would that they not be able access? Sierra Leoneans there. APC no one let census happen because then they always eat una ration. Yeah. We say 5 people then they change figure say na 10 people then they hold that 10 people money. If you una the 5 people then nothing not the reach una. Then they do census purely for no una numbers there. We say una they anything where government they give, government go able no say machine be na 3,000 people then they. So this thing where they go make it go for 3,500 people there. Should in case extra person don't come, that 500 they go reach there. But let this 3,000 go for the 3,000 people there. If they're not constant and Masimbi, if government want for give una anything, how government get for know how many people then they inside Masimbi? How government go know how many people then they inside Mokanji? How government get for know how many people then they inside Kailam? How government get for know how many people then they inside Kamakuye? Past government counts them. Every 3 years, Wusai Sidon, so then they do census because population they grow. People then they come on other country, then they migrate for car inside here. So whether not the citizen, whether not to the citizen, they go able know. Now the same thing government want do na salon. What's in this big deal now? Then they say they not agree for the census. Why? Now this really I want make I know from the APC. Why they say the census not for happen? Why? Me they tell the government say, as long as not to crime against humanity, they get the full mandate to go ahead with the census, because through that census they go able for do fair distribution of resources. They go able access inside the population growth they don't do waiting they need for put in place. They're not going for listening to them failure politicians there. How they go get accurate data of the community if they not do census? Come on, Sierra Leoneans, una open una brain. This dirty politics una left. Una try for understand the society una dey. Wetin dey piss me off, then get the one back na diaspora. They know say every 3 to 4 years then they do census na dem community. But because of party politics, then go sit down there, then they support the wrong thing. Me, I belong to SLPP. If SLPP they do the wrong thing, I go tell them. I go tell them say this is not fair for society. Lord, they talk as citizens of Sierra Leone, even though we belong to different parties. Then certain issues then the law they address her as a citizen of that nation for the best interest of we people then. More no they talk no more because I they support this party because I don't support this party. Census very important now every community for government for get accurate data. Oh dear. So everything in politics. The thing they tire myself. They make me tired.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam Tenepaka. If you just join with this now SLPP Weekly News, now we can talk the fact, we can say the truth. When I don't hear how Madam Tenepaka don't highlighting all the importance of this census here. But then it comes one big question. Why is it that APC Tolongo Toge Pambodi no want participate? That's the question to the nation. So if you just watch or if you just join, you can also send your comment, test line. We will also go through them. Now, DJ Force, you don't hear what Madam Tenepaka don't talk, and you be also what you talk, and you be try for highlighting, but however you go off. So, what you take?
You know, me, you take make a very fast, let's say, they actually know whose political party were responsible in Sierra Leone and why APC don't show a lack of responsibility in the Republic of Sierra Leone. It's because today the people who follow the APC Tolombo to Gate Pan Body, these are rare boys. These are people who want to follow politics, but they don't study politics. So now they don't show we lack of a responsibility. Now we hear the press release and we hear radio broadcasting, participation, communication in the four corners of Freetown. Oh yeah, Harry boy they go sit on a radio station. They say they go boycott census, and they say they no go. They will tell the people them may they not participate in this census. Who done APC the people them? Whose people away APC they get na Sierra Leone? This now me questions why they send out to the nation for me they actually ask APC who done the people them? Because at the end of the day, these are the people who be there in power. We most like them. They hold them on the day they eat them. We hard gates come. They hold them on the day they eat them. They don't care the people they go hard. Now instead still choose they care the people they go hard. Moving forward, the people that they don't play civil society politics in all work. The well known say census is very, very important. But they play the mind game. And this party don't show we say they're not able to take Sierra Leoneans their responsibility. This party don't fail. This party now the only party is where they form government in all among the past across Europe, they demonstrate for power. And they are not only demonstrating for power. Now we wealth where they be don't use for the eat. Now we wealth where they be don't they use, they take the care go now other countries them, they go save and they develop other nations, they go open factories them, companies them, transport companies them. Now don't switch them. Now make way Sierra Leone they come together, they pull in a power, they give job to the SLPP party and President Bill. And President Bill go ahead and tell the nation, say, he said they give me 5-year mandate. He said that 5-year mandate, I want to give with people a result. Now, President Bill don't they try for show, and the SLPP don't they try for really show direction to Sierra Leone, and they say they don't vote for a responsible leader, and they don't vote for a responsible party, and this party want for really drive Sierra Leoneans into a safe destination. APC no one for accept. Yeah. So therefore, the way they practice was the politics when they call them for inquiry, then go pull yeah. Well, he left to Sierra Leoneans there because at the end of the day, the people that take the biggest diamond, they eat them, they at the end of the day, they turn around, they go give them all the parliamentary seats in the northern part of Sierra Leone. Now, they don't continuously they try for boycott this government here for say anything where the government they bring come once it is for benefit Sierra Leoneans there, they don't go agree. Everybody know the meaning of census. In 2015 census where they run, the World Bank money where they give, they no spend them. They just sit on a free tongue and run statistics that they mind and give wrong figure, put up on his paper. That was the end. Now, this census where President Bio don't bring up, young man and then at the country, they graduate, they don't get job. At least this census here from the 10th of December onto the time where it get for end, they get for pay the people here. This na job also President Bio don't create for young graduates there. Now Sierra Leone. But that facilities there, APC they turn around, they send rare boy them where they dance what they dance and pass and drink alcohol, pampers, cocaine. Now they go sit on a radio, they put voice say census not for take place. Where if census take place, you your brother said they get job, you your sister they get job. At least that money go circulate among the society, and the society, the economy go boom, and they go able to feel lively. Moving forward, everybody knows say whether they run census, therefore bring what they call electricity, hospitals, health center, medical supply, and census therefore even improve businesses, because they kept on know, they kept on ask you question, what do you learn, what do you do, how old are you, how many they live inside this house. Now, based on them questions, the way they ask, we even able to know the total number of population we educated in Sierra Leone, the total number of people who get less education, the total number of people who actually involved in businesses, the total number of nurses, the total number of police, because every census they get for ask you, the date of birth, what do you do, and whose classes stop, whose level of education where you get. So they don't want to let them tear this country or this party put foundation structure in place. Now it make they go use media for the way holla say they not allow the people for go by this census. Me they ask APC who are the people, because at the end of the day the census when they run in 2015 then go change, increase districts. They say they don't change the map of Sierra Leone, but the map of Sierra Leone on West Africa map it remained the same. So the district the way they increase, they don't care transportation go there, they don't care electricity go there, they don't care water go there, they don't care police station go there, they don't care radio station go there, they don't care road go there. So what did they pass? Now an escroma in head, now in the care go there. Because if you go in the northern part of Sierra Leone, when they do that census in 2015, the only development where they can go there now map and the scroma in here they under the map. Can't you imagine? Really, Sierra Leoneans, APC don't fail now. APC don't go out of track. This politics where don't carry. I tell Sierra Leoneans and thank you. This politics who don't carry. APC not catch up with the correct standard of politics. Now, President Bill go ahead say vote for development, not vote for a tribe man. Maybe it not come for can benefit you. APC chief Sierra Leoneans there for 11 years, the biggest diamond, they know it will be Longe Bridge. Yeah. At the end of the day, in the northern part of Sierra Leone, they go and voted for APC. They give all the parliamentarians to APC. These are the result where they know they get now in the House of Parliament, where Parliament they put the ideas together for make sure say for work with the government for bring what they call a development. Now, APC party sit down, party secretary general, expire party secretary general sit down at Sierra Leone. Then they use press release. But we don't tell Sierra Leoneans, they say, now press release the one for the threat in this government with due process and for try for use civil society for undermine the system where President Bill can. And President Bill be tell we say, he say, now 5-year mandate they don't give me. What they can do? You will not be vote for me. You go vote for me back. So they don't see say President Bill in vote no they increase in the capital city and in the 4 cardinal points in the Republic of Sierra Leone. Now, this don't make APC not desperate. But they will know, say, census, they improve remote areas. Census, they increase institutions. Census, they improve electricity. Census, they improve medical supply. Census, they improve health facility. Census, they expand transportation and communication. Census, they increase and improve local council. Yeah? Census, they also improve marketplaces. Even census, they improve tourism. Because at the end of the day, they get for look at they get for ask you a question. What do they do? It say, me na bag they make. Me na tailoring they do. So if that population at that area, the way they make bag or where they make tourism, where they show clothes, where they do tailoring, when they don't put in a system wherein they try for the show things, the way tourists they can at the country, they travel then another local area, they forgot buy them thing they from una. But APC, they use census where they be bring up now be fake census. They not be allow the census, they not even spend money, they not be allow the census for walk through the people and go now the people that chiefdom and district area for make sure say for actually know what the people here they do na the area then they so that way tourists they can go able to take them day for go shopping, for go buy from them, for even hold dollar na their hand because for tourists they where they can they buy into dollar. If they show the price, but they feel sorry for you, then they give you into dollar. So when time you go change your future, you get plenty money. Census also they improve environment. Yeah, because of APC is lack of knowledge, lack of development. Now he made it try for use media houses, places like 98.1 AYV for threatening this government. Say they tell the people, say may they not go by the census. Who are the people? This is not my question. Who are APC the people? Who are APC the people? But they try for stand against the development of things that where they don't pay for do for 11 years. When the government don't care, they try for put things in place and lay foundation for we and give we a very good legacy and a very good result. Now APC don't talk political rebels where they now pre-talk where they power their dance alcohol politics. Now I made any fee say the government not for say anything they obey. But I want for draw Sierra Leone the attention say the expire executive, man, we parliamentarians, they don't say, and we law enforcers, they don't say, and we judiciary, they don't say, APC they court. For the Babalawo Yansane, and no need for the full press release. That also they create political tension in the society. That also they divide the nation. Because once they put their press release them, what you get for come after? Let they think about that. So if they don't expire, they don't suspend their people here, then we allow they still a full press release against this government here, then it is dangerous. It is hard time we need for call upon the government in the Republic of Sierra Leone. Let it stop for the operate to their people here. Let it stop for the allow their people here that they still participate in the development of goal things the way President Bioli bring come. Because at the end of the day, they were not voted in. Yeah, they not vote for them. And they caught. Why did they still participate when they're not caught? So it is hard time we need for call the court for let it put their people here aside. May they call people and way responsible. May they can take temporal
Famudena DJ Force, we just lost a DJ for the SLPP DJ. If you not just the join with this na SLPP weekly news, now yeah, every Wednesday we can sit down together and discuss national issue. But because of job schedules and emergencies, so we decide this last week and this week to do this program on Tuesday. Now, DJ Force don't come back again. Let it continue with it. We say stop. Yes, continue, DJ Force.
So it is high time for local, the judiciary, the law, the high court, for the people who are step high for now, for say the time of office end, and may they use press release for letting this government. So it makes me for make I talk about what it mean. At least that information while to the nation, may they really know say APC pays and APC they don't should say they don't sabi politics. May they step aside.
Now, thank you very much, DJ Force. The SLPP DJ for educating Sierra Leoneans there. Well, Naimeka can always say this platform is a place where you come, you educate, we educate you. Things where you don't know, you don't know about. Just imagine what DJ Force don't talk. But however, now I want to take on to the director of statistics. What he eager for we then from there we go able to analyze on key issues that also we will believe say important. They will remote panel. So let me bring on come.
In the person of Professor Swanson, who has worked in diverse parts of the world. Okay, he's a professional, he's a statistician, all right, he's a scientist. He's not somebody that is going to meddle into things that will discredit his already built reputation. All right. So now we propose this census. If we had a situation where maybe okay, you said because we did the 2015 census, as a result of that, we are coming again to do the 2021 census and stuff like that. For us to come and do the 2021 census is an indication to you that we know what we are doing. Because for us to pick the errors that were learned in the 2015 census tells you we have professionals working at the institution. Now, let me backtrack a bit. Let me just retrospect a bit. All right. In 2015, when after the 2015 census had been conducted, fast forward to 2018, when Professor Sanko took over, January precisely, we started realizing these issues. So that was even before we had a change of regime. Okay. He started noticing these issues. Then he spoke with the council then, told them about the fact that people are asking for data at locality level, we cannot provide. Okay. So we now went to the then Minister of Planning and explained to her, Nabila Chinis was the Minister of Planning, okay, by then. We are having these issues with the data. People are asking for data. We cannot provide for type 3 localities. Now, we have 3 types of localities. Type 1 is that situation where you have a place that is exactly between 80 to 120 households. Type 2 is the big cities, Freetown, for example. If you take from where we are seated here at Tower Hill, by the time you reach Pademba Road, you would have had over 80 households. So you can have multitudes of enumeration areas in one city. And then type 3 was where the problem lies. That is where you have to assemble several villages to get one enumeration area. Okay, so you get a village that is 10 households, you get a village that is 5, you get a village that is 15. So you have to assemble several villages to actually get 80 households, all right? And the distances between those villages are far off, all right? They are huge distances, wide. It's not a place where you say, you know those villages. You move from one town to the next town will take you maybe 3-4 miles. So it's a large coverage over a large, space. So that was where the problem lies. For those communities, now tell us, we want to undertake development interventions. We most likely than not will not be able to give you the population of those villages. Instead, we'll give you the population of the villages combined. These were as a result of coding errors that occurred in 2015. Okay. So that tells you the competence that we have for us to be able to pick up those coding errors. Now, when they did the cartography in 2015, they used names, all right? For example, Wilberforce, you put 01. Regent, you put, Wilberforce, you put Wilberforce. Regent, you put Regent. Gloucester, you put Gloucester. When you come to the main enumeration, you now say, okay, Wilberforce, I will replace it with 01. I'll just code it as 01. Regent, I'll code it as 02. Now, when you're done with the data, you have to match, when you're done with the census rather, you have to match the two data, all right, between that of the census and that of the cartography. Matching those two, because you now have names here and you have codes here, it became a problem. So we had lots of mismatches with the coding. That was the issue, was a technical mistake that was made. We picked that up. We called the consultant that came, that worked on the 2015 census. He spent 2 months in Sierra Leone. At the end of the day, his recommendation was, there is no way in which we could be able to fix this at the office, because we felt, okay, we could fix this by sitting at the office. He said, no, you would have to go back and count. So if we had a funder in the World Bank that was ready to support that process, why not do it? We proposed this census. It was not the government that told us to do this census.
So that the main reason for this census is to fix the issues that you experienced in the last 2015 census.
Yeah.
Now, Madam Tenet Baka, you just don't listen to the director of statistics, and they try for highlighting key issues. Then the mistakes when they make, and now because of some of them mistakes, then if they're not doing, of them other district and other places, then deprivation will occur. They will deprive them like development or other things. And also one of the key things I really take here is, Madam Tene, is say not to the government tell them. Now then this thing don't happen in 2015. When a car with they don't do the survey don't do I say, well, this thing you don't go for sit on a host, then you do them. You get for go there and make sure we not do them. That is one. You see, but now one of the most important thing also is we get for do this survey, we get for do the survey in other way around, just like what you talk for. Let the people then way they don't left behind. Let we able get the total figure. But then now we see the politicians, then the APC, then the halahala, then the mistakes, then they say this, then they say that. But what's the thing here, Madam Tenet Baka? It seems like most of them think they just like how DJ Force they be deeper talk. They not go there, they be sit down at their own, they just calculate figure they no more. So now that's car with most of their lapses then, yeah. But then why is it now that APC they halahala too much? So it means that something wrong some side, somewhere. What I'm trying to say here, sometimes they be do something where it be totally wrong. Some increase some figures and do some hanky-panky things them. Now then they make today, they don't want, let we do this thing here. If we do something, then where's go come on and do? So, Madam Tenepaka, what in are you on take on what you hear?
Don't tell una say former President Kuruma, corruption don't they affect her. Corruption don't they affect her in a way. In handover government, na staff he give, but he not able can sit with President Bio for actually talk to her from which side take the country and which side left the country and which way for go. In any leadership, when somebody they can't take over from you get for report to her, what you do, waiting at the lapses then, how far you don't stop, let somebody come take them from which side you stop. That director highlights something about them small villages there. Me any example what they said. Now from here, a time be reach where they go now that will end. We say the Aboriginals then they final say then a small side and we not even durable for anybody for day. When then they do the census, what see them do? The government persuade and talk to them and make a provision for them. For let them bring them small settlements there, setting them together for then a bigger place so that they don't go miss out electricity, they don't go miss out water because then be done there some side there where water say for access water is no good. Some of them they sleep inside bush. So when Kevin Rod been there in power, we go apologize to them. Then get for same people then for worker for look for them small settlements there. Like how we get them villages then to roll the cost Soquim. For able for bring them come out, let them come march with some small big villages there. Because if you say they provide electricity for them, for run that cable they for go inside them small remote areas there. Even the government they find them very difficult. So then we get for negotiate with them. Some they say then with them people then they know they talk the same language. Okay, the one that they speak the same language, una come closer, una make a bigger place because una need each other. When something they happen to una, the other one then go able know so that we we'll provide these services. What's our APC they make silly mistake? When they don't create them two districts, they not take no utilities. Wait for make a district. Not so recently we don't see they don't go open. Then remote colonial days Cutbury, then they go sit down there. I felt so bad. Where all the other countries and they move ahead, Salon they still dey there from outside colonials and left way. Now they how we get forget low cost housing there. Now then district there. Because from that low cost housing from Shaka Steven in time where they can't build that low cost housing. We not get no low cost housing now the provinces. We not get them kind of thing in there. Okay, if this government want for can provide housing, as we all know say homelessness don't become very high in a salon. Homelessness is a very big issue. Even though then at the final say then service provider then they still ignore, but homelessness is an issue in a salon. How then therefore provide low cost housing for people then now the different districts then now through them data I had them get for no. If them be don't manipulate the data, they not go do the census, then see don't no more than calculator because they want you see APC then I don't say you see they sabi run but they not sabi they able run but they not sabi hide. I think say them be creating data then just because of election and they can run for go create that district so then go get high number inside House of Parliament. So they go create them thing and then at the northern part of Salon. You know them people there are now who born in this country, but because then they lead that APC, they also indoctrinate then party members, then I make them no one make they get educated so that they will see the clear picture of the war. Then don't they divide this country here inside them brain, inside them mind, then don't they make that division there, so then go create districts, and then okay no utilities now that districts they wait for make a district. Now recently President Bio don't even they put some things there in place and then 2 districts then they. So now we even get the media houses and the civil societies then where they support and say they not for do the census. Why they not for do the census? This now a new regime we don't take over. Why they not for know the population of people there? The new programs that they get, so they want put in place. Why they not for know how many people they need at them place this then they? That small village the weather man they don't highlight. How they go for march then? How they go for know in fact who side then they at high risk, because Sierra Leone they get one problem. Certain areas and then on no accounts they know they allow nobody for big house there. Then they demarcate say yeah no be a house there, because it get for be a flooding area where they be house now. Then they check the land. If that land they fire get for happen, fire disaster get for happen, they all down there then they check and then they know. But so we understand they know they day. Now that make we can find out say we heavy rainfall, the rain they care people then go. How they get for know who are them people that they situate, who are them go build them villages there. If that area they good for let them they stay there continuously, nothing not get for happen to them. Either them for take them villages, then they then put them together, they merge them for encourage the people there and say we want provide this kind of services. But because this una village they are they small, una come closer, let us see how lights go reach to una. All them things they did in one place. So how them get for do them thing in the government they do census for now look at the social services distribution, and now make sure say security day. If something happen, how police then go for access them places then they, how they go able know say this village there, this village there, because information not there about them. Now that makes certain times so then call police them one on go so side, then they find it difficult, because if they don't do census, they don't map out, they're not able to know all them villages, then they everything they come back to the map. So anytime when they call somebody say now this side now the incident don't happen, then just they look at the map, then they know who side that place they go able go there. But all them thing and they ain't not they in place. Now make GPS not this alone, because you not go able to give you direction, because the census now they sit down and bed and do and then calculator how they want to for do. But for far too long APC the manipulation not too much. We still get tired of manipulation. When are they in opposition now manipulation no more from one manipulation to the other, and as you bring the corruption they affect you, because you're not able to hand over you government pass government properly to the current government. That corruption it affects you, you know within yourself, you know. So why this census don't become an issue? Why President Bill not for know the household of people them, for give fair distribution to them of resources to them? Why would I want let them people they are left out? Because they be don't go sell that cigarette to me to you. Where they say that cigarette money, if I don't reach the last village, if you go inside Abidjan, the last villages they all get electricity. Now only salon cities they not get lights, so you know they think of villages there. So why this thing don't become an issue? Why? And we so get the educated fools and then they be and then they wait to suffer. Look them big constituency then, where they left now the east and the south. Then just go create that thing and they for create population. Now if they said then they boycott, then they participate, let the government go ahead and cancel that and then get for cans. 2023 una go cancel, they don't finger una. Now una go lost. Una tell una people they let them not go register. When election time reach, they not go vote. Then una lost, because that will be the end result. Yeah, they know they do census because of what una be don't plan and una aid, because una be don't lie to the public say that this amount of Sierra Leoneans and they and government need for know would are not the citizen of Sierra Leone and would are not a citizen of Sierra Leone, and they count everybody. That's when they don't go able to know. We get people that when they don't can reside in that country, they don't even get status. How we get for know? Now through this census we get for know all length in and day. When are people that they just can't inside that country, they sit down they free of charge. Government know they check their waiting and they buy and sell. No check and balance. people then just they migrate into country we no dey know. People then just they grab land wey not belong to them.
Thank you very
So
much.
this thing is very very sad.
Thank you very
It's
much.
very sad.
Thank you very much, Madam Tenet Baka. DJ Force, before I give you this thing, before I give you, I want to listen to what Babalawo Yasane Ebidi try for talk. Let we listen to us small.
Of the people all over the country. We don't make protests from July last year when we make the pronouncement. We tell and say, they in accordance with the law. You can see July, you want to hold the census in December. Very short period. We for hold a census, you prepare at least 2 years, get everything prepared. Now, contentious issue. That means if people don't agree totally. Civil society not agree, 13 registered political parties not agree.
But when we look at the reasons that the president advanced, the reasons that
the first reason what the president say, the first reason, now for correct the anomalies with the 2015 census get. We don't see that anomalies yet. Because after the 2015 census, we come out clean as far as the international community is concerned and get a clean bill of health, saying a very good census. We don't see the anomalies. But if there are anomalies, what are there anomalies here? All over the country? You can't correct it without going to full-blown census? No, not give reason for that. Secondly, you say they want to get credible data. How can you secure credible data when the pilot census said, so where to be? Then just pick certain houses and do the census. The housing census, the population census, the pilot one. Without the cooperation of political parties, there is the provision for say they forget an advisory committee to which political parties don't belong. One time they called me for this meeting, and the meeting did not materialize. Thereafter, they not call me through until they come to this country.
waiting on our own decide as party.
Our decision is clear. We will appeal anybody who no cooperate, no agree.
Now, when I just listen to Usman Babalawo Yasane, Aspire APC Secretary General, the council points them. But one thing I want Sierra Leonean they know, Yasane, a man almost the na engrave. Na man we not really care about that nation. Na man and picking they all they enjoy, they get good foundation. Na man that we don't fail that country day. Na man we don't take inside Sierra Leone politics and not go point hand to show one good thing we ever don't do for Sierra Leoneans then. Sierra Leoneans, we get for wake up sometimes, we tell them fake politicians then say, they don't mean well for that country. And I can always say again, now out of jealousy and bad that, where you don't come, think what you know he will do. Then you small one, or the one where you know they expect a can't do one. Now they can't, now they happen so. APC messed the country up. Where President Bio come, the mess when they make, President Bio try for a rectify them to clean her up. Then for tell President Bio thanks. But then what is happening now, where they don't become so paranoid, they don't become sick, it's because they're not getting nothing when they depend on. The only thing when they depend on, back to power, to come back to canteen. I don't understand these things, Sierra Leone. The only thing when they depend on, back to power. Now, how we dey inside then diasporas, other part we they see where somebody where politics don't fail them, it not depend on politics. Again, other things that what it could do. But then one day they kobo kapa Salomon in it all, they left the country into austerity measure. Colondo, they crept all the crowd, nothing all left there. Yeah. Now President Bioron can they manage and they work very hard to make sure Sierra Leone team up. Now they don't begin smell the gravy now. They don't torment. They want come back na power to come Kulundo all. These are some of the things because if you listen to some Yasane Babalawo Yasane in statement, it don't make sense. They invite today, we not go there, and this, that, So DJ for what thing are you on take on that fair executive secretary general? Where she don't have no more in and as by Kruma, then we say then a damning God, that they destroy APC, that they mislead the youth man, then they want out with chaos in that country today. DJ
Well,
first.
first and foremost, if you allow me, I will go back to inside the statistics box with the talk. Me, I dey call upon the new direction and the SLPP government for say inside the whole of statistics office. If I were in Freetown today, before they run this census, I dey sack them all. I dey pull them all. Now that office day before they go for this new 2021 census. Because listen to in speech, Sierra Leoneans, una listen to that statistic also be the talk. It talk about error. Yeah? It talk about consultants say they're able to bring consultant for can look at their work. And the consultant condemn the job. So, President Bio, it is good time if you want to get a statistics of Sierra Leoneans they're living in the country in the Republic of Sierra Leone. That whole office will for clear. Why will for clear? Not so we put them there. We can't meet them there. This now the bobo the way and a scrubber be single-handedly be employed in a statistics office for current census 2015 census. And the 2015 census, all staff will be participate in that 2015 census. ACC for run investigation on them before they go to 2021 census. They fail we because it talk about error. Yeah, it talk about error. And when you then a statistic, you don't need to talk about error. All what you need to do is to give clear evidence, clear result to the population, to the citizens in the Republic of Sierra Leone. How many people they live in this area? Tower Hill. It talk about Tower Hill. Yeah. So inside 2015 census, now 444. Now they run inside it. Because it talk about world funding. Yeah. That funding they begin in 2015. If ACC go on investigation on the statistics office, you go find out say that money they not be spent on the right census. They not be spent on census. So are they call upon the new direction, the SLPP party, Papa Sierra Leone for better, His Excellency Dr. Julius Madabio, the whole administration, like clean them up. But when they don't graduate, they want job. And a lot bring people on board where at least they go can work and provide a result for we. Yeah? The whole statistics from 2015 to 2021 at this point in time, when World Bank don't donate, for all go back to census. Now, the opposition defect. Why the opposition defect? Because that whole administration know the secrets, the game where they be played. So they don't want make the whole administration can't put the secret. Now, what did happen? We'll get a lack of trust in them. May the whole, and may the current ACC therefore investigate statistics office. Yeah, from 2007 to 2015 on to 2018 to 21. May the cat tell Wiba how they be done they do the statistics work now, statistics office. Because it is not good where we all know say this institution not a function well. Now corruption see don't they can't provide quality census like this for them. Let them can't deal with their computer then they at the end of the day, they don't get for a good result for we. So we for call ACC for investigating people. I mean, when they talk, I mean they see the error and they see the mistakes them. How would I go do census? Person they go call consultant for can't check una work. That means you guys are not credible in Freetown for handle statistics office for we. And statistics office not a two-way possible for play with. You know for play with statistics office. Statistics office is there for make sure say every record, every number is accurate, it's secure for the people in the Republic of Sierra Leone. So I call on SCC, the new direction, make the office. Let them not go back. Let them put new people on board. Yeah, new people make the car run for we.
Thank you
So,
very much, DJ.
Babalawo answer there. Say from July they protest. They say from July they protest. Yeah. I want to touch Babalawo a little bit.
Yes. I think Madam Tene wants to say something. Madam Tene, I see your body language.
Okay.
You want to rectify something. Yes, Madam Tene.
Today they come back to President Bill. You know, they fight corruption with corruption. Now that they see the clear picture of the game, then people that be done they eat money, ration them behind this census. Ian Sane would see clear sense from 2015 where census not happen. From 2015 to now how many years? Do you have a helping calculator? From 2015 to now how many years?
12 years. 12 years.
So all the one them where then they under the age of 14, 15. If they not do census now, then get right voting right.
If they're not going to
How government get for no say then get voting right?
but they do the census.
Okay. Then picking the way they don't born. From 2015 to now, how government get for count them for no say if some don't die or some then still they alive? How government get for know that?
But they do statistics.
Well, at the but guess wetin DJ Force don't say. Let government check the statistics. And at the end they now the same one like no more DJ Force don't talk and tell and say this thing here if they do and we waste the commoner do. I be don't tell him. I say mumu soldier and I making all the talk. He keeping sense for him job. And like no more how I don't give we gist. Where they don't fail and they fail side for hang them cap. This census, President Bio, you are the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. EU, British High Commission now, a United States Embassy, they all know say when a government don't come, before election they come, then they do census for know the amount of population, and then they do one forget for know how them for distribute resources. Now you right, now you mandate. If APC boycott, go ahead and do the census. Yeah, now we go able to know the population of Sierra Leone. Now you go able to know how for distribute the resources, and moreover the free quality education. Picking the way they get for go preschool, waiting qualify them for go preschool. Now that's when they get for know the population of picking them. Wait for go preschool. Waiting they get for do. You get for know the population of the graduates there. Now Salon now who get the highest unemployed graduates there. All the time and then they graduate, but we not they see job creation for them. So through this census, we get for see the clear data, we get for make government know how for cater for them different areas. Then they President Bio let them boycott, go ahead. 2023 now then go lost. Then what see them be do. 2023 now then go lost. Like a DJ Force talk no more. That 444 where they be abopa. Now so then run them data that then for 40. So this data would they run a one-on-one. Not for 1-on-1. You will name Joe. Now the answer for you, Joe name. Nobody know the answer for you. They even bring people there from Guinea, then they include them. All that then that secret they know make it come on do. Yeah? For that 2012 election. Let government do the census. This not a thing way for bring headache. Yeah? Census then they do a mainly forget a clear data of the people there. Then they go able to give fair distribution of resources. So what thing Asane they talk, it totally dey in place. And why Asane for dictate to the APC because the PPRC don't already state and say then are expired executive then. So APC will not get landed young people the way educate we want move this party to another level. Are they advise una? We no want tomorrow let say President Bio they run the country as one party. Now on a democratic rights as an opposition, we want to see a clear pathway who said the opposition for the engaged youth government so that we will know what's in a democracy for the enjoy democracy. We go the sit down with the what how na the debate na salon. Census again, una not for participate, una for walk away from her. That una failure on politician then when they expire, una the young people of APC una take that party to another level. Now una na the feature of that party. And now una get for day and bring the other one there on board, so that salon will go able get competition inside with parliament. We sef go sit down, we dey watch debates there, we say una debate on issues there. You understand? Not only personal business dem dey can run o, per census. Una for una be don run, not only o. This the government na responsible government we don get. E wan care for the people, how e for distribute these resources. E wan for know how many people dey under in care, because as a president na in duty of care, na in responsibility for bring hospitals, electricity, housing for in community. Na the responsibility of every government for make sure say dem basic necessity dem dey, na purely the rights, the human rights of the people na that community, for get access to housing, for get access to clean water, for get access to healthcare, for get access to good roads, hospital and electricity. How president Bio get for do this wey e no know the number of people there na each district, na each chiefdom, na each community? How e get for know this? Na through this census. Come on, una use una common sense, una forget about that una dirty politics. Now we are moving, we don move into a modern politics. Now we don dey see now na salon a modern politics. So Cherry Coco, you na the main opposition leader na the APC. Go ahead and get the company dem, let tell dem say this census for go ahead, because we wan for see wusa people dem no go miss out for everything wey this president dey bring am, because now the president na in duty of care for take care of the people of Sierra Leone with im ministers dem. Na im get for tell im minister dem say I dey allocate this to this ministry, I dey allocate this to social welfare, this dey go to the welfare, this dey go to education, this dey go to energy, for the best interest of the people. The census dem no dey run am because of una APC party o. This party issue una left am, una work for the people dem, not so una sef una dey work for. That census, if e no work, let the member of parliament dem wey dey represent APC, let dem not pay them this December.
Thank you very
much. As una dey hold up.
Thank you very much. I hold it there small, Madam Tenepaka. Now DJ Force, you be there to say something. DJ Force, you be there to say something on Babalawo Yasane. So what are you on take on that? DJ Force.
You see, but I go back to Babalawo Yasane. He said from July they protest. He said he said wrong in that speech. He said the census where they be do in 2015 is not credible. How government go know is not credible? Where they not the no more no more men's list na the hand. So that don't show say APC don't pay Sierra Leoneans them. And one thing, not to Babalao, they represent the House of Parliament. This census don't lay the table in the House of Parliament. Parliament don't approve it now. But we get they misunderstand the whole system. Parliament approve something. And the CAPC party expert party secretary, they put press release. People they not agree. So we want to know Parliament and Party Secretary General, which one will for listen to and which one responsible when for work with this government. Because I'm getting confused. Are they na the diaspora? But I am more listening in more than the way they did it. Anything Parliament approve, Party Secretary General stand before it. They stand against them. So we want to now know in program SNPP Weekly News who that who for listening to the House of Parliament or Party Secretary General.
That's a very good question you asked. DJ for the SLPP DJ, we just don't lost out. But then Sierra Leonean, I won't continue with the conversation with the Director of Statistics. Then from there, we run more panel again.
But now most political parties are now, especially the APC, they're calling on their members not to be part of the census. What effect will this have on you?
The effects let's be honest, it's not a good thing when people say they don't want to participate. It basically means the effect primarily would be if people, for example, refuse in some communities, I'm not really going to align it to a political party or certain people. I just want to be very community based with my analogy. Okay, if some communities refuse to be counted, what it would mean, or some towns or villages refuse to be counted, people in those places, it means the population that will vote for them will be underpopulated. That is what it means. It will be underpopulated. Now, in effect, that means development interventions for those places will be slow. It will be snail pace. Now, if partners want to do development interventions, the very first thing we would ask for is the population. When Ministry of Finance allocates resources, they will ask us annually to give them the population. Okay? And based on that, they will plan for communities, for places, for towns, for villages. They will allocate resources to councils. So it means if you are not counted, then your population will reduce. So if we are supposed to have 100,000 people in a place, and 50,000 said we are not going to be counted, so it means we undercount those people by 50,000.
All right, Samuel, with all this that you're explaining, did you try to explain this to the other political parties in order for them to accept this upcoming census?
We have tried all we could. We've invited them to meetings. At the initial meeting we had, where my brother C was, we actually explained these issues to them. We cataloged in detail the issues that we had with the 2015 census, and they were there. They had it. All right. Then all of a sudden we had a shift in paradigm where they decided not to be common.
Well, definitely it's not just all People's Congress that decided not to be part of the meeting. Let's move on to Studio 2. We have Victor King, who is the chairman for the Media Committee of People's All Political Parties Association. Good morning and welcome to the program, Victor. All right, the studio is here and he has voiced out his he has said that on behalf of APC, they've been so vocal about them not being part of the midterm census that's about to happen. You're here on behalf of all political parties. What is your own complaint?
First of all, without complaint, the all political party from the inception of the midterm census, we are part of the process. So we are attending meetings, we take part in all the functions as political parties. So we have any complaint towards the census. We welcome the idea and we are supporting the process.
So you welcome the idea of the midterm census?
Of course.
Okay, and CD, well, the all political parties, they are all okay with the census. What is wrong with the APC?
Well, in the first place, let me just answer that before I go back to, I think, for us, as far as we are concerned, we have nothing like APA anymore. APA is an acronym for All Political Parties Association. And I can tell you, as I sit here, you have over 10 political parties that are no longer members of APA. So you cannot have people representing 2 or 3 parties still going by the name APA, pretending to be speaking for all of us. Like I've stated earlier, so I mean, as far as, 1 or 2 political parties continuing to, be part of the whole process, as he has stated, does not mean it is all political parties. We have since being members of APA and other political parties.
So maybe Victor can confirm to us on whose behalf you're speaking, which are the members of APA?
For APA is comprised of 11 registered political parties. And
excluding the APC.
Excluding the APC, active political party. If you want me to name them, I will name them. I will call their chairman, secretary, and everybody. APC was part of APA, but they have their agenda. They have their own agenda, and we believe the whole political party association is a platform for constructive engagement, not to support individuals.
So on what grounds then are you throwing your weight to the census, giving support and commending StatSSL for the move?
Well, first of all, like I said, APA is comprised of 11 political parties. I'm not only representing myself, I'm the chairman of my own party. But there are other chairmen, there are other secretary generals who have already agreed to support this process, and we are part of the process. We attend meetings. In fact, some of my colleagues are there now at statistics, waiting for the meeting to commence. So if CD is saying that APA is just 3 or 4 political parties, I will challenge him. Let him show me the 3 or 4 political parties that is in APA. Of course, they are not in APA. In fact, they have their own motive. Of course, we did not agree on their terms.
All right.
Thank you. You know, I like this part. DJ Force, Madam Tenepaka, join with. You know, when I don't hear it, what he Victor King the talk, you know. You see, CDI has to sit down under it is say in the part of CDI Tunis is sit down under Edipan try to say another part of APA, and APA is comprises of 2 or 3 political party. But now, according to what me understand, yeah, APC is the stomach block to Sierra Leone. APC now then are the only problem people that we want cause trouble in terms of this census here. So, but then what you want to take on this? What you want to just don't listen, Maratene.
What's in the name of this other guy? Victor what?
King. Victor King.
He belongs to the APC party?
No, not to APC.
Oh, okay.
He's the chairman. He's the chairman for the ALPA, the All Political Party chairman. That it comprises of 11 political parties. But the APC not be it.
What's he mean for tell you about this census? Some man dey inside APC, not to rightful name self he gets. Now other party members then from the SLPP where them they play double deep. Now them pass the name then give on to people then where they don't come inside the APC now they represent them with their own names then. But me not they go into that. What's no mommy get for say President Bio, you get the full mandate for run the census. Now the Republic of Sierra Leone. Let APC take that matter back to UN. Let UN talk to una. Hey, 2020-2021. Now the emancipation of Africa and the redemption of Africa. If any African leader not step up in your country up, that's it. If you go back to history, you listen to Bob Marley, he said 2,000 years, now complete inside 2020. For they say, I know they do this international community. No. Go ahead and do the census because you know the sitting government, you ready for push salon agenda go before, you ready for look after you people them, and you believe in human rights, and you don't study. Your background and development, peace and conflict studies. Go ahead with the census, you able know how many people that you get in a country, you go able allocate resources according to them people there. Because we don't final say now, the previous census, what you want they allocate to people that are not a part of the country, then they embezzle and not to the amount of people then will get now the country they now lie them be lied to we. Babalawo Yansane statement don't prove. So do ya, Mr. President. You get the full mandate for go ahead with the census. Let them take that matter go any side. There are certain decision government get for taken. We not get for the continue for them people there for setback for the best interest of we people then. We not get for the continue. Me no one go now then their own side. Yansanana expired executive. Why the House of Parliament get for listening to them and then they give wrong advice from your own very statement. Say the census so they be do it not be credible. They be doing more like DJ for stock and for that for overload. Yeah, President Bio scatter that overload day. Nobody know for it on again.
Thank you, DJ First. Now you don't listen to Victor King in statement where they represent all political party. But before you reach there, you been also listening to the director of statistics, what he be the talk. What's your take on that?
Me, I still they call Sierra Leoneans then for logo call ACC for investigate statistic office before they go for the census. There's a lot of malpractices a lot of fund has been embezzled in that statistics office. So if ACC not go investigate all those staff will be there, all those people will be there in charge, then we are taking them to go and do our statistics. It's risk. Even the computer, some of them go begin tiffer because when I remember saying that APC put them there, they go begin tiffer. They run away with her, they go with her. But moving forward, I don't make me recommendation to the government. Yeah? Because for more fund government, now 3 years, we no ever go investigate ACC statistics office. ACC no ever go with the inquiry day. Yeah? So we move forward. Now, upper political party, when it comprises of 11 political party or political party part of upper, why APC they deny? Because they are not in governance. If they were in governance, then they say that they go do census, parliament approval, no political party no go to a storming block. Now, I want to draw Sierra Leoneans the attention. APC party and the members of parliament will approve the census. Who are they now for listening to? Who that we get for the listening to? Because when parliament approve, it become a law. For let we go execute their job, then they out there. APC they put press release. So APC party now, the members of parliament, who that?
We just don't lost DJ first, and they come back again. What did DJ do for the drop?
We for listen to the member of parliament, and then they represent the people then at the constituency then, and then they vote in for. If they don't go and approve that census, the census will go ahead. Babalawo and they don't expire. They are expired politicians. I doubt if not to dementia, they don't begin to get. They don't get political dementia. The people of Sierra Leone una take up on una self when the census people they reach una allow them and then count una. Or else una go left there, una picking and go left there. Them people they are they're not good for themselves, they're not good for salon. Una not listen to them. No country know the way they do census. Where they know they do census. Me they don't count me 3 years ago. 2 weeks ago now complete me other census paper agi. At the support what DJ first don't say. Let the anti-corruption go check them people then they. Let them check the statistics office. Let them check them.
Yes,
but put it on the happen day. Let ACC go into that place day. Let them scatter it.
I get for really say sorry to the studio, and I get for say sorry to we viewers there and we listeners then why are they go out, are they coming? You know, the data is very heavy. Moving forward, we want for call Sierra Leoneans the attention say we don't vote. We get all political party in the House of Parliament. We get APC members of Parliament where they represent the APC political party. They're not going to make decision. The party secretary general they contradict the decision. Who are we going to listen to now? And where are we going to? Because at the end of the day, Parliament's not going to take decision. The Usman Babalawo and Sane will make JS Momo fail. When as a primary school teacher, there is no more the poor press release. Because if we say APC is popular. Gentlemen, I'm for telling us say APC not popular in Sierra Leone. And why may APC not the care development good at the country? They say now the party symbol they win election, not to the people they vote for them. Now I may let them point me any side in another part of Sierra Leone where they care development good and then development no then at the south and the east. Let the counter point up for me now. So now that based on that APC depend panel where they become more lawless, more defiance. And they never obey nothing because they say the party popular, not to the people that they give they win the election. They say that the party they win election for itself. That now the ideology of APC. Now when they can have power, no. They know they benefit the people. They benefit their pocket. But moving forward, because this is confusing. We be done do election. We get APC in the House of Parliament. Where comprising of minority speaker of the house, when they make decision, they pass it to the government. They will see another press release from criminals where sit down inside the APC party out there where they are not members of parliament. Then they contradict what in parliament don't pass on to the public. So without for listening to parliament Usman and Sane press release. Who that now will get for the listening to? So it is hard time for tell the new direction. Say, made it left for the dance to the train of APC. Made it stop. Made it stop. Made it take leadership on APC. Made the new direction. SLPP government knows. See, now the people of Sierra Leone vote for them. Not to Babalawo Yansani vote for them. Not to APC vote for SLPP. Now the people in the Republic of Sierra Leone, now they vote for the SLPP government. Now they vote for the SLPP party. Now they vote for President Bio. It is hard time for let President Bio stand tall. For say there are certain statements the way the alter and the state, now the country, now the state, you should be invited. This fairness of APC, now we don't lay the foundation where APC don't become more enemies to the states. Look, this man where they go sit down. Now AYB radio, they interview, he say, you know, they part of APA. Can't you imagine? Why you say you know they part of APA? Yeah, could you imagine? Why you know they're part of APA? Because they are not in governance.
That is
so
it.
Now,
that is it. That is it. That is it.
Yes.
But before,
so now the game is where APC they play. Everything today, everything today where APC they play with Sierra Leone, where don't destroy Sierra Leone. Hey, we the citizen, SLPP. Now they put her under APC, where APC they become more lawless.
Thank you very much, DJ. For it will come back. Let me just continue with King
They explain to us their constraints.
I bring them back.
Some statistics waiting for the meeting government. So if CD is saying that APA is just 3 or 4 political parties, I will challenge him. Let him show me the 3 or 4 political parties that is in APA. Of course, they are not in APA. In fact, they have their own motive. Of course, we did not agree on their terms.
All right.
So
we would have time to discuss APA, but the question now is, what is your stance when it comes to the questions being raised regarding the census? And there are questions about constitutionality of the census, the timeliness, etc. Where does APA stand, and what is your argument for the census?
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, let me take you back. 2015, before they held the census, we raised a lot of issues which we bring to them, the government at that time. First of all, we bring the issue about recruitment process. We bring that up with them. We bring the issue about some of the enumerators, especially in the northern areas. Some of them did not go to their various communities where they're supposed to go and do their job. We meet with the district statistics people. We talk to them. They told us that they explained to us their constraints.
See?
We listened to them. We went down throughout the 14 districts. We bring our own position. We present it to government. In fact, CD at that time was, I think he was a minister. I don't know. But at that time, in fact, we have a whole press conference. We bring our own document, our own position paper. We submit it to government. Government said they will get back to it. So for us, we are happy that this present administration called for the midterm census, because some of those problems will be addressed. And the issue about CD or the APC not to partake, I don't know what is their problem, because at some point all of us was there at the meeting, discuss, submit our own suggestion, and all those kind of things. After some time, they just back out and say they have their own group, which is called Progressive. I think it's 4 of them. I guess it's 4 of them in that group.
If I could just maybe give you a premise upon which you can respond again is, you know, there have been several challenges for StatsSL, given that they've moved the timeline a couple of times. They've moved the timeline of the census. There was also a very big conundrum in Parliament over the laying of the paper, you know. So these are some of the things that point to challenges about this decision to conduct a midterm census. So if you could quickly respond to this so that we round up the conversation.
I think the shift was due to COVID. The shift was due to COVID, because in our last meeting we discussed about that, why the shift and all this. It was due to COVID. And the issue about laying the paper in Parliament, of course, I was there. I was invited as chairman. I was part of the process. And then at some point, there was few skirmishing. After some time, there was calm and the paper was well laid. So the issue about legality, for me, I don't see anything about legality, because the Constitution is very clear about it. The president has right to call for census on the advice of the minister. So there is no legality issue. If APC is calling their membership not to take part, for me, I think it's maybe they are calling for civil disobedience. I think that is what they are looking for. But of course, we are advising our member, encouraging them to take part, let them allow them, make themselves avail to be counted.
All right, thank you so much, Victor, for your time. Sidi, as we round up, it is pretty clear, as Samuel has said, that if a good number of people choose not to participate in this census, it will be detrimental for development. Is that your goal?
That is exactly our goal, because from the onset, we have raised these issues. I mean, Samuel just raised.
Now, DJ Force, you hear it, eh? Madam Tene, you hear it? CDI Tunis, they say that is their goal. Their goal is no one let development go to them places there. Which can evil party this? Oh my goodness. DJ Force, you don't hear it?
I don't hear you. Well, I don't tell una. CD Tunis and CDI Tunis, so sit down West Africa, ECOWAS. Now they give appointment to Honest by Chroma. We President Leona instead of ECOWAS for go represent Sierra Leone ECOWAS Parliament. So all that travel on the seaway and Escoma they travel, the root cause is from CDI Tunisi brother. Not to say na ECOWAS they give job to an Escoma. No, na CDI Tunis na they get appointment. Because they represent Sierra Leone the ECOWAS court, ECOWAS Parliament, na Nigeria. So now look how Sidona they talk say they say they are working towards let development not go now the provinces. They say that is what they are working towards. So the census not for take place. You see, these are criminals. Yeah. Would that not why when Parliament go pass law and they say government go pass law and they say no, they not agree. At the end of the day, CDI Tunis, it one job inside the government here. At the end of the day, CDI Tunis wants good roads. At the end of the day, CDI Tunis, when a spokesman for APC, they don't pay electricity bill, they don't pay tax. But when time they go sit on our radio stations, if they call me and say they don't agree for census, they don't want development for go. At the end of the day, the 2015 census, which development they can go, the gentlemen I don't travel now the northern part of Sierra Leone in 2018. All what I saw that signboard with an Escoma in it. Now in the put here. Now the development and the after the census, now the development and the with the Kegu. What did they worry about for this census? Gentlemen, if this government want increase this street now the south and the east, no opposition party no go stop this government. I want to make it clear to Sierra Leoneans that today under SLPP weekly news, men know say if this government want increase district now Sierra Leone, if this government want increase constituency now the east and the south. We no go, nobody will stop we. Because at the end of the day, nobody no be give APC mandate or go increase district in the northern part of Sierra Leone and constituency in the northern part of Sierra Leone. Nothing will be common inside it. They go ahead and do it. So if we want to do it and we want to repeat what they are worried about, we will do it. Nobody will stop the SLPP. But not to that now we dream. We dream here it. We want to give credible result, development. I don't say, let's go over what I say again. I say census day for environmental development. Census day for increased access to water supply. Yeah? And census day for improved electricity. Census day for improved institutions there. Census day for improved remote areas. Census supply. Yeah? Census day for improved health facilities. Yeah? Census day for expand transportation and communication to the nation. Yeah? Because these are the things that we CDI, CDI Tunis don't make me body the rise and we had the one, yeah. CDI Tunis don't go, he say they not agree because now that development and they don't want to go for the people in the Republic of Sierra Leone now with villages, yeah. They say no, no development for good. They say they are continue. Census they improve local council. Now, Tenekpaka they make one recommendation say we need now forget other city mayor. Because one great city mayor, now Sierra Leone don't big, Sierra Leone don't expand. We don't go get one great city mayor. The job go big person, the city don't big, the city don't expand. Yeah? So if we do this census here, we can even able bring more mayor, na the capital city. We can improve more mayor. We will able to allocate areas the way we for able to increase mayor and councils. Yeah, now that census therefore. If they want to know, make I educate them a little bit. Census therefore improve more businesses. Yeah, we know people and most of we communities are based on petty trading, but we don't really know who a business person and what type of business they do. Because all them all go now the field, we get for ask you which business they do and which type of business they do. Your business is register, you they pay tax. These are the things that where they go. So if they pay tax, they get access to loan. So if they don't know, they'll be educated. See this thing say will not forgo. They don't want development. It said that they are working towards that. They don't want development. Now, census they able make sure say we able improve major offices, transfer major offices. Because once we hold all the offices and then put on capital city, if the final say APC they cack say now they get the Freetown. Why APC they cack? Because this party is formed from the northern part of Sierra Leone, and most of the chiefs them or the headman there now put on capital city. They are the background is from the north. They speak Timini, Limba, yeah. So Mandingo, so that they feel say now they get free talk because they form APC from the northern part of Sierra Leone. No, now everybody get free talk. Not only one person get free talk. Now we'll move forward. Census they improve tourism. I don't talk about this. Census they improve market. Census they improve fishing industry. Now they go to the area. You say you're a fisherman. Then they ask you how you they go about this fishing. How many boats you get? So government go increase more facility for that fishing industry in that area where they depend on fishing, where they can census, they able to know now the population were involved into fishing, but they're not getting machine for they even provide fish for themselves or for they go fish for themselves. All them here, President Biobi don't they distribute them here, but if they do no more locally, because the census report where it can meet is not correct. So now I make us say, let we go investigate statistics office. Statistics office not embezzle from 2015. The money where World Bank give, they not spend at the right way. So if not go investigate them people here, how we go bring come again another census for 2021? So if the panel say they not go do a credible job, they will not give us a good result. So moving forward, you know, see the Tunis now in border Sudan at the ECOWAS Parliament where they go and appoint an ESCOMA for the go be election observer, not to ECOWAS because they violate ECOWAS rule for Sansmana where they sack and prison. Yeah, so ECOWAS not love Anes by Kuma because it not work in line with ECOWAS mandate where they pass. Yeah, where the case go to Nigeria, ECOWAS court, they cut that for reinstatement Sansmana for anything they not pay. Yeah, they not pay. Then when today, now the Anescoma is on a power check vice president.
Thank you very much.
That guy where they talk, I don't watch his face. He's CD Fortune, not CD Twinnies. And not to uncle with honorable CD Twinnies. So not to him brother or nine uncle, he's CD Fortune. So I'm surprised why they use CDI at Twinnies. I say now a membership from SLPP to APC documents they use. SLPP then get for open the eye. Gentlemen don't talk this word about the baby member so baby. Then they eat na APC, then they eat na SLPP. Now the game plan and the now uncle with CDI at Twinnies. I don't watch him face. He is CD Fortune. The same census where they know may happen. Who say go put that CDI at Twinnies day? They need for find out. But SLPP una left with bo. Una don't babysit APC too much, but too much nonsense.
Yes,
If the parliament don't approve this thing, why una not go ahead and do the census? Would for the answer when an expired executive then they can't wait himself. They already know what's in the meaning of census. And if that guy talks say they don't want to let development go na the north, I'm highly disappointed in the north and people who now watch them. Development for go na the north because I'm connected with the north. Yeah, me picking there, then granting at the north he come on erase the inside Makeni. So why development not for go na the north? We are Sierra Leoneans there. Why we not go and see development na any other side? if you go turn at the northern part of Sierra Leone, this tourism wey President Bio dey try for let boom na salon. If you see northern province, if dem embark on tourism na north, dem get one place na the northern part of Sierra Leone dem dey call the Rogbom Samba. That free range wey we get inside Australia wey dey come towards the federal capital Canberra, we own in massive pass dem own, and na so we own flat. It's so beautiful till you enter inside Makeni. So why we no go wan make we country nice? People dem na diaspora wey get for go, you go you sit down na a corner, you do your own business, you help your community, you create job opportunity for your community, because not so everybody get for pack bag pass you go inside politics. Some of it dey talk bang because I belong to the SLPP, and I be don find out say the advantage too much. All man dey can on social media, yes na SLPP, they know this, they know that. APC wey fail o, they not even complete 3 years o. Now then they sit down, they condemn SLPP, say then we get them failure politician, the way they don't expire, then they can say we want credible with itself and we don't form consortium, then they talk all that nonsense and then they come together, then they say census not for happen. President Bio, we vote for you, we elect you like a DJ Force don't talk. You na soldier, I don't tell you. We be able by you na SLPP for saying na soldier. Now you dey able handle them people there. Yeah? We give you all support. You don't win that seat. You na soldier. You get for step up this APC there. Then they up to something. Not underrate them. And what's need they advise you today? Not receive no letter na state house. Yeah, that powder will be they kill people there na Zambia. We see an Escoma they go back and forward. Now that powder now they want load inside envelope them for bring can for you. With you staff there inside state house. Not take out. Not take out. Anybody who want post anything make them pass and through post office. Because this government now God now they cover, because all the evil plans the way then they pass with simple thing. When I don't do census 2015 to now, them picking the way they don't born, some don't reach school age. Why they not for do census? Let them know them. Let the statistics office get the clear data of them people there. When they say when I not agree, I support what DJ for sale. Let anti-corruption check there. Let us not continue on this census. We got other important thing about what they can discuss. Do ya? The census is very important. Now that makes it will host this program. But we know me, I dey recommend to the government. You are the sitting president with the full mandate. Go ahead with the census. Why the census they go on? When they investigate them people there. Let us not stop the census. The date when I don't fix for go do investigation. Let the census they go ahead. Let us check out. Anti-corruption, all that thing, and they when they say corruption, not to embezzlement of government funds no more, but now for look at certain areas and back, who say then change figure, then they happen, then all that thing and they are corruptions. Now for check them thing and they that they don't even tell we say anyway.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, I left you this madam. DJ Force, as they wrap up the program now, continue with say been stop. Because if they give some key recommendations, then after that, then I wrap up. I believe we can close the program now.
Yeah, CDI at Tunis. There why if this government they try for milk them because they want to know the international body for recognize we have the best democracy. Then it is hard time for call in the government for no say democracy with money the parties apart. They dissing the lawbreakers and people they try for use in incitement or languages, letters, media for break or for divide the nation. With money they discipline there. It is hard time for seeing the need direction for stop their boys there where they go sit on a radio, they try for use with people the mindset for breaking through for gang to power. They are not coming to power to develop something. But gentlemen, now the bigger time on Sierra Leone so. Wait, man, tell we say that day. It said the lowest Sierra Leone are not for roam in poverty again. APC, who said they care that time ago. Any civil society don't ask APC. Any journalist don't ask APC. Any AYV radio station don't ask APC. CDI Tunis for say what did they do with the diamond? Then a census that they can't try for 10 people and say they don't want to let development go na the northern part of Sierra Leone. They don't want development go na the south and the east and the capital city. Freetown. They don't want to let development and then the government see they look there. Yeah. We want to know the government and opposition. Who are they in charge? This is my question to the nation. The government and the opposition, who are they in power? Who are they in charge? Who are for pass law where it will happen? Because at the end of the day, we don't see now APC they become more aggressive against this government. Aggressive behavior is not allowed. Will not be accepted against this government. Yeah, enough is enough. Yeah, we get all civil society we see on another country. They know say census now the gateway to success. The people say no more. What thing they be don't do? Wait the cow census for increase district there. Now in this government they can do. But if the government want to increase district, now it's right. Because at the end of the day, census they prove the population. Who said the population there? And we say for care development go this. So the men don't worry about that. We are coming towards that very soon after the census. Now they make it clear to everybody for say, you want to listen to this program and you want to say you need an action. Purpose for better. Not get right for increase district or cases. Then you are mistake. Anything will happen to you, you blame yourself.
Yes,
Enough is enough. They take away. So I just thinking, everybody knows it. Tell you, like I know more, Madam Tenepa can talk. He say, but Mali be don't talk am. 2020, now the year of delivery or development. We want for call upon the new direction for me to take say with man already for can tell we say for discipline lawbreakers. Yeah, coming let us move forward again. Coming this December, what the APC they don't plan. All the line distribution line then at Freetown, they get for make sure say Black Cow get for take over the whole capital city Freetown. So then why would they go holiday in Freetown and not for electricity in Freetown? So we want to encourage the government for bringing competition at the electric industry, energy. Yeah, for bring other companies there, when they divide the country among ESA and other electricity suppliers there. Because
thank you very much, DJ. For I just lost somewhere. Before I continue with the program, I come with some analysis them from various angles on this census. So when I stay tuned and listen to what he had with. This time SLPP weekly news. If you just join with. Yes, DJ Force.
I encourage Sierra Leoneans them and this government President Bio bring other companies there for the supply electricity. Sierra Leone big. Sierra Leone expand. It's not expand. The whole meeting. Allow they go hold meeting. Say this is the way they come. Black out for kids Sierra Leoneans them. Even though people they get at Peter get meeting at the houses they thief electricity. But we want to see the tourists the way they come and the citizens the way they go spend holiday in Freetown.
Yes, DJ Force. DJ Force. Sorry, we don't lost DJ Force. We're Sierra Leoneans and the kind of viewers and listeners, people that we give them your various opinion on these census. Today, mainly the census now I want to deal with. We get SLP, current affairs, we will discuss any other thing there. So now listen, do ya?
The 10th of this particular month, when they meet you at your post, then they ask you few questions. 1, what is your name? 2, now I'm almost there. 3, which work and which work they do? That's all. So if the APC Secretary General, Ambassador Usman Fode Yasane, they associate census with killing Latumbu. They associate census with killing Papademba Road. What's all the things that they get for do with that? You know, understanding a gift, not to just take a fool. So that is very clear. Look, APC, they dictate the pace of SLPP. You know the things that where SLPP undergo, where APC they do not correct, but they know say they are in governance and they get for camp, then they come and rectify the mistakes where they make. Then we are not challenged. They accept and tell you, say, this not do them. But the Tawa say that they do them, we don't go out and let us say we will not go for election. But what you do as the APC panel, so they do. They don't put press release that say we don't participate for by election. Now they run back, go participate for the by election, and they lost woefully. So they wait a bit. So when you watch the letter where Ambassador Usman Fode Yasane writes, and when you don't talk to me, I don't hear you. they say we dey go watch and look at the issue and we go get into una back. Then they can't. Auntie Kadi, you say you want 5 pikin there. Oh, well, I don't know what that they get for do with SLPP, neither the census. You know, once you want 3 pikin, these are man-made problems. If you want 6, 7 pikin, a man-made problem. And if they tell me say they're angry with this, then we agree. But Allah say for Kudiyati Salati for thanks of Filad, after coming for Billah. He said, when you don't play, go and tell me goodness. Go and spread for you at the ground. You know, he said, easy kuru, una keep me amati the goodness. He advised somebody for like you know. He let the Muslim movement stand fast to our when things are difficult. Answer me this question. Salon ever rosy? Salon be ever sweet? We don't watch a video them. What Papa Shekine go to market for buy fish? Where say 2,000 years before. Oh no, Allah. This idea. Yes, in term, we know there are challenges and there are difficulties. We agree. And that's not what this government can say. Now let me go back to my farm. You understand? So as far as me concerned, you ever tell her for money. You ever no come and say, let's not be more me clear. As far as SLPP is also concerning, IAPC and Kobo Kayenayan and Sasunyakolu, and they talk to the people and let them understand. 10 years in governance where they don't do, we don't correct. Look, APC, they know they left them deceitfulness. Now you they go advise people in picking them for let them resign. For work where they don't get, then you picking the work at the government confidently. So people are back. Hey! Yeah, but Allah say, he say one after Jasasu, he say, no love for check, because too much check, they come with problem. Yeah? So we want to advise people. This particular census, now APC they assume, it don't show clearly to the world say, what did they do now, yuki? Who said SLPP say we go increase it? Who said SLPP say we go increase this seats? No, that is what the APC did. So then the afraid now say, if we can't allow them for do that's so that they go do. This is out the problem. And there is no way that they succeed for dictate to President Bio. President Bio don't think I'm very clear. All this is the corruption issue. He said corruption is a disease that we must eradicate in this nation. Those of us that have decided to fight against corruption, we must be mindful of the fact that corruption will fight back. But however, it's a fight that was win. That corruption, that ambassador for the Sanetok, so we got him up to left on. He said that the man start because he can't pick the bad thing that will happen. As I speak to you so now on fact that 35 billion loans they don't withdraw for the poor politicians, they won't eat money unjustly. The first one, president say, we dey use them for building the diagnostic hospital where they go to carry on. That are the first check where they present by the ACC. The second one where they present, for the first time that this country they get a student loan scheme. Now the second one. The third one where they for present them they can, they get for fed other things for let them do some. All this money that from the corruption they say now Usman for the and executive for APC one can use corruption for use and per census and let APC go up the candle. This census is the right man. That God
Madam Tenet Baka, DJ Force.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
The message
Political two-face. Political two-face.
Yes.
But the man don't talk all thing down. Man don't sit down president, they do the census. Look, them people they don't get sense. If they be get sense, President Bio actually can with decent politics. Walking say President Bio step up, waiting self. If APC na people that will really mean peace, President Bio can with decent politics. He talk and say you wey don't thief money, go pay sack full. I know they can nobody go prison. I no get place for go keep nobody. That don't show say he want peace. A President Bio know who say he commands. He don't sleep na trench. He don't go na war fronts. He don't dey na battlefield. Who say wetin down dey pay we na salon na 0-0. Not to be win-win game o. So he don't see all length in there. He can't with peace to them. But APC they still dey reject that peace.
I don't cut you off.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, DJ Force, continue.
Where ECOWAS enter na Liberia, the whole Nigeria might way come on na Nigeria for can't take over Liberia. They not be able. When I enter ECOWAS inside Liberia, na president na map no more is sketch. It's let's enter this way. I talk to ECOWAS. The enter. From that day, now they respect President Bio.
With the hello data for Maratene Papa,
You find out.
Me final close up what they give now. Current affairs are not be there at the end. Una be make key recommendation, not to rebunker the rebunker, but I dey make am more very clear to una. That recommendation una be say let Famata Sawane can take over the Ministry of Internal Affairs. I want make am very clear to people then today. Some man can inside SLPP because of President Bill. Some man not can inside SLPP because of President Bill. I dey tell una say today Panda Noah, the Minister of Internal Affairs, he born SLPP. Everybody na Kenya matter know in papa wey be born na him be dey take the loudspeaker inside that Land Rover wey dey announce na Kenema. They dey call am tank crier for SLPP. Even London see today dem get tank criers dem dey. So una no go compare am to somebody wey no able handle just women's wing inside with party, wey no wan dey call meeting sef for women's wing for can occupy in place. No, it's undone. Panda Noah, he not join SLPP because of President Bio. He born inside SLPP. If una be the member Kenema, when then they say Dr. Panda and Puje, now he roots down the nine Panda Noah. And me, particularly Tenen Paka, Panda Noah na we on board down there. And Panda Noah don dey on board from where he born. And when President Bio come back from 2011, he don dey on board full time. Not so then just see them because they say, oh yeah, Papa needs them and pack back their cow. In a SLPP, they in a Papa. Yeah, that recommendation they know me no agree with her. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Now DJ Force.
Yeah.
Maratene don't give in final statement. Now, you just don't hear what him Maratene don't talk. So now I don't think we get something to say about that. What are your final statement? I don't know.
Me finance. Yeah, me finance. No. We don't. We don't move forward. That BBC current affairs. The repeat statement. We believe if we are in power, whether you are SLPP or you are not SLPP, once you are not delivering, we'll remove you. That's all we're gonna say. We'll remove you and replace you. Uroboku, SLPP Uroboku. Now that no more we say.
No, that is true. That is true. I'm not cutting you off. That is true. We they give responsibility for taking responsibility very, very serious.
If you don't deliver, if BSLPP say, will they pull you? So moving forward, my final statement here, I say thank you to SLPP Weekly News. I say thanks to His Excellency Dr. Julius Madabio. And I say thanks to the parliamentarians and thanks to the executive in the SLPP party. We know say we all born from different home. We don't come meet up in this party. We get different character, different attitude. Anybody where you company don't hurt you, don't get upset. Come on board, continue the journey. The training too long. I want to draw the attention of Sierra Leoneans and say now $4.5 million. 9 Samura don't eat na Sierra Leone in one grade. ACC in final report, update report. Now they count to the nation through SLPP Weekly News. $4.5 million. Samura in one grade don't eat. Inside the rebuilding of they say they not forget embassy in America. So when I see CDI Tunis is they say they are working toward the census not to happen because they don't want development to go to the northern part of Sierra Leone. Northerners them. Una we borders them. We tell una they take the biggest diamond the ETA 2018 election car, una turn around, una go vote all parliamentarian councillor for the APC party. When I mean they say development of Ogona una chief those them. Development of Ogona una district them. And even the Tonkolili or Cambia election, APC no development go na that area. They take one whole electricity for Momi Bon Kabala no get pool. We say body council down. When they say election, district council election, now APC una go vote for. So now una don't the northern part of Sierra Leone. Now una they permit APC they distress Sierra Leone because when time reach for election, now una they go vote for them. And when una vote for them, they no get no benefit they bring up from una. Nothing. Look, now they build schools them, community centers them, now the northern part of Sierra Leone. So it is hard time for come together. Let we work as a nation. When time reach for election, let we all go out and vote against the APC Tolombo Toolgate Panbody as they're not good for themselves and they're not good for Sierra Leone. So me final information today what they tell now Sierra Leoneans. When I don't see the rapid of criminal activities the way they take place na Sierra Leone. This na December they come, and when you want claim pata bike for go na any side na net na Santem, snap the number plate, send it to your boyfriend, send it to your mama, send it to your sisters then, because APC they try for use political rebels where they run they inside the bike riding now for the destroy life na Sierra Leone. So this December where they come, this not the information one go left to the nation. Anytime when you want to take bike, it be net, it be Sante, snap the bike, a number, send it to your mama, send it to your papa, send it to your uncle, just for information. Yeah, in case they can go to the wrong destination. Yeah, where they take taxi, you snap the number, you snap the number plate, you hold on, because their taxi, you don't know where they can go, and you don't know who they drive you. The bike riders, they don't boku. When I remember say, and it's command on go South Africa, it don't go na places the way na criminal then they deal with. So it get a lot of mafia where they play with. So now the bike riders, Sierra Leoneans, anybody where they take bike now, where you want to go, any side na free tongue, anywhere you be in the provinces you want to take bike, you want to go any side, snap that number plate, send that to your brother, send that to your mama, send that to your husband, send that to your boyfriend, send that to your party, say now this bike they can go so this destination. In case it not reach with you, something happen with you, they go able to chase that bike riders. And I want for also inform the drivers where they provide the department where they in charge of license for say many bikes they don't expire. Police they hold 10,000 every day for their bike them where don't expire. Police they hold 10,000 use. The bike they know they register. And they use a back on the road. Police are really aware about that. For say, when you register the bike, they make the government they get revenue for pay salaries and for bring and development there. So we not give police uniform for they go take 10,000 way bike they expire for register their bike they need. They not agree register there. And people that they go buy bikes them, they not agree register their bike they need, but their bike they run on the street. That also is dangerous in case accident take place. Insurance not there for cover you, and most of the bike the way they run a fit on, they not there under insurance. We they call upon Sierra Leone government, Papa Sierra Leone for better, for make it try for improve insurance standard na Sierra Leone. Me when they talk to now, me na DJ Falls, the SLPP DJ. Thank you, Jima the Great. If you give me chance for talk, well I go let the information so, but let people they not be. Then the last information I go give to the nation. Census, that's why they go out for census. Do ya would encourage President Bio, there's student where they na FBC, where they Jala University, where they Bonubu Teachers College, where they Polytech, where they meet my guy. Let we give them that contract, they made a run for that, let them run that census before we are. If we try for encourage lazy citizens, them they can't inside that office. Now APC they deny say they never go for census, but they gather people they quick for go enter inside that census day so that they not go do the right job. So now let give their job they day to them holiday makers the way they na university, may they go on this the district them at least may they go able to get money for even come back and buy soup for themselves. Now the colleges I believe say they encourage the government in the Republic of Sierra Leone for say ACC for investigate statistics office. There's a lot of mistakes the way they go through the statistics office. So demand this time final statement and final information. This one will let to the nation where they talk to now. Me na DJ Force, the SLPP DJ. Thank you for giving me the platform for make a talk to the nation, to the people out there.
Thank you very much, DJ Force, the political messiahs, Sierra Leoneans, followers of the Green Movement. If we just join with this na SLPP Weekly News, we can normally do this program on Wednesday, but because of time and job schedule, I make. So I expect to this coming Saturday on current affairs. So I tell you all thanks. Let God bless your nation. This information then Yahweh you don't get them. Now for share on to your brother, to your party, for let themselves get them because the main town census is very important for we all. And I believe say Mama Salon no go better no more without me and your involvement. Me and you will able to play key impact inside nations building. And I may with the advocate for. You see DJ Force, you see Madam Tenek Baka and Dima the Great, we there to always talk for the nation, because we know say SLPP now the only party that they will be able to transform that country there. But since SLPP can have power 2000 from 2018 up to now, the APC Tolongo still give somebody. There is a car with everyday different strategies then. From the beginning of this show, I've been talk about that strategies then. But that strategies, the last strategies now we brother DJ Force, the political messiah we talk about now strategies of press and boycott, press release, then also the boycott parliament. Now then strategies down there, but I believe say we don't faint spanner, and then they also go for work. Because the Bible and the Quran don't for them part APC to don't go to give somebody because they're not better for that nation day. Me, I not say anything. As long you not better for Mama Salon, me not to you party, you want cause mommy cause now you cause, but they tell you the hard fact. You see. So Sierra Leoneans love with country. The better will be the wish for let it come. Now the better now don't come. On a blind eye, somebody where you see if you say you are a blind or you get bad that's for that country day. Now you not go and embrace this betterness will don't come. So Sierra Leonean musicians that we don't say it before, they say better they come and the better now don't come. If you know that you don't see that better day, then they watch the better corner eye. You don't want to let that betterness they let it reach to we picking them. The one that way President Biodon make 2.5 million picking they go to school. The Combra them where they be marginalized today 10 God times. The one that way they no one day get light, electricity. President Biodon make light don't enter the young village. They want to come out. Paul one day I not see light. The candle. Now, if I not to candle, I call that thing. They say, "Hey, boy, DJ Force don't go." Macambui. Now I be the use. Yeah, we say I come on Macambui. Yeah, now I be the use. But now President, you don't go put solar system. They will don't get solar system. We say light then they will not want camp where there's facilities they will get. God will not go agree on. Yeah. So for more than I tell on at times, let's embrace the betterness we don't come. Let's go this weekend to go and start and make sure we say let them do all this verification, they do registration to we will get good data for our country. Now this night don't make APC, they don't free. But just like what will be happy, when they say let go sign for independent, for let go sign independent, APC they know they go, they will go sign on today to do with the enjoy the independent. So when APC tell we say they know they go, let them left there. But 2024 election, let them not blame nobody, let them blame themselves.
Say, what they say, be 2 man in 3, they not go back. They not go. They need to good for Sierra Leone, they know they go. Any good for Sierra Leone, they know they go. They know they go. Yeah, be 2 man in 3, they not go. They not go.
It's an enemy of progress. That's what Mr. Ibu they call them. Say this one. Yeah. Bede man. I mean bede enjoy. Di man na papa sue. They not call am Makambo. See me man call am Makambo. Me dem man say papa sue. Na dey na village.
Papa sue.
That way they like. They not papa sue. Yeah, you them bad development na the north.
DJ Boy, you go cow Papa Sue. You know, but go get him in the Papa Sue. But anyway, the house Sierra Leone is beautiful. You go talk to him in the Papa Sue. Anyway, better don't come.
That's all we're in the program. Better don't come. Now for vote for them, now for give them or maybe anyone.
Better don't come.
Better don't come.
One day, better get focused one day, no matter how long you get for till the end. One day, better get focused one day, no matter how long you get for till the end. One day, better get focused one day, no matter how long you get for till the end. Tough, my brother, oh yeah. Better get fuck am one day, no matter we had me brother work ya. Better get fuck am one day, no matter we tough me brother work ya. Better get fuck am one day. Oh God, hey Lord, help me now. Just patient, keep faith and pray hard. Better get fuck am one day, just patient, keep faith and pray hard. Better get fuck am one day, so if not stone you, they broke me brother broke ya. Better get fuck am one day, if not tire you, they patch me brother patch ya.